Welcome back for another episode of Coco Caliente Podcast, where my mother and I talk about everything and nothing.
All at the same time.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Jenny.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning. We're actually podcasting on a beautiful, clear morning that's about to turn really snowy.
Yes, we are. We never really get to podcast in the morning, but I think we're at our best in the morning. I think a lot of people are at their best in the morning. It's like where your brain makes the most sense of things. Like if you're going to take an exam, I always wanted to take it in the morning. Taking it at 2 p.m. would be hard.
And yes, honestly, most of the time it is like the evening and I'm ready to go home by that time. Yeah. I've already chased a baby all day and I'm like ready to let my brain settle down. So in the morning is the best for me.
And is that your coffee right there?
Yes. And it doesn't taste very good today. I think I made it really strong. You're not going to like it. Try it. Strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to put some of more almond milk in it.
I
always make my coffee at home and bring it. And this morning when I did it, I didn't add creamer. So then I'd already had a cup at home with creamer, and then I poured my second cup in a to-go cup. And I thought, well, I just had creamer, but I really did need creamer because it's a little bit
I have healthy
strong.
Creamer in the really healthy creamer. It's been there for months in the fridge.
It lasts a long time, creamer. But anyway, so yes, I love, who doesn't? I see it all over on everywhere. Who does not love to hold a mug of coffee in their hand in the morning and just relax and unwind? Like, you miss that, don't you?
I miss it, but I think I can do it with decaf. And also I just saw that you can roast the inside of, it was the pits of something for like a natural decaf coffee. Gosh, what was it? What are dates? I think pits of dates, and it looked really cool. So I saved it. I might try it, but yeah, I miss it. Even doing like, hot water or anything with like hot water with lemon and honey. It's just the best.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't feel it's the same sitting at home with my mug of coffee. I feel like my coffee tastes, and this just has to be, something in my head, but I feel like a mug sitting at home with my mug of coffee, just relaxing and poking around tastes so much better than if I made the exact same coffee in a to-go cup and took it with me. Mm-hmm. So it's just, there's something about it. And I don't know. I always wanted to wait till I was older and have coffee dates. And like, I never do that. Like, I'm not talking with Dave. I love that on the weekend. Yeah, just to say, come on over for a cup of coffee and let's catch up. You know, like how you do it, like a couple or a glass of wine and whatever. You know, I'm more apt to do that now just because I don't even think my friends are coffee drinkers. Mm-hmm. But maybe a few of them are. I never tried. You know, maybe I need to set up a few coffee dates. Coffee dates in the morning, chill and have some coffee and talk. And
that sounds really nice.
You know, just some coffee dates. I always thought about that because a lot of the people, like, remember when Patty and Maureen and they would like stick. This is funny because this is like 15 years ago. I had a couple relatives and their friends that would stop over for coffee, and I didn't make coffee. That's way before I drank coffee. I only made it with Dave, but I had a coffee pot, so I knew how to make it. So I'd make them coffee, and I would drink my Diet Pepsi, and I always was like, oh, you know, it was fun and relaxing, but I didn't drink coffee. But now that I drink coffee, I really want to have some friend coffee dates.
Yeah, that sounds fun. You should, for sure.
But anyways, I just called my hubby for an update because he plows the snow. And he said, Bad X Station says we're getting 3 to 5, but somebody, I don't know what other one said 6 to 8. So we'll have to see what we get.
That's
inches of snow, I mean.
Yeah, that's a lot. I have an appointment at 2:30. Do you think I'll make it?
I don't know. We'll have to check it out. And probably at 2:30, I told Victor that his soccer might get canceled tonight. He does not like that.
But it's up to him probably, right? Or if they're not going to open.
Well, I was just wondering if they think, or even not that it might get canceled. A lot of people might not show up.
Oh, yeah, they won't. Yeah, so it might be in his best interest just to cancel. Well, he'd probably just kick a ball by himself. He likes that alone time.
But it's a long drive if the visibility or the roads are bad. It's
it's about
45 minutes.
It's about time we got snow. It felt really weird out there until now. There was really no snow. We couldn't even have a chance to sled down our hill yet this year.
Arrow hasn't even put on his snowsuit because even when we were in Boyne this weekend, it was kind of warm enough to just wear a coat, hat, and gloves. Mm-hmm. So that's what we did, walking between the buildings and being outside because we didn't actually play outside because there was no place for him to play there, right? We just went into the buildings. So Nicole's like, I bought this cute snowsuit and he hasn't even got to wear it yet. I hope it still fits next year.
I know. What do you do about that? I mean, maybe if the tags are still on and he doesn't wear it, I can return it. Is that allowed? Well, I don't know. It's probably been past whatever many days. But yeah, would be so silly to have a snowsuit not be worn. I just thought we'd have a lot of snow by now. But speaking of Boyne, we had a great weekend at Boyne Mountain. It's a ski resort in Michigan. And it was so, so, so fun. I think we just needed to go do something different, right?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, though, because, like, you walked out of your hotel room, and you literally walked out of your hotel room, and you don't know what you're going to see. You might look to the right, and you see everybody in their bathing suits. Like, I was laughing at this. And then you look to the left, and everybody's coming down with full snowsuits and...
ski gear.
Yeah, and ski gear. So it was like... It was kind of funny because it was a hotel that it has a water park. So there's a lot of swimming, and it was it's a ski resort. So
it's cool. And they had awesome restaurants on site too. Like really, it's really, you don't leave the place. It's really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. And me and Dave really took advantage of the pool that, it's a pool where you're inside and then you go underneath, you just swim underneath and then you're outside. You never went in that. We went in.
Not this time. No,
we went in that twice, and we took Arrow while they were skiing, and he really, really liked it. Cause you would just go, it's just weird. Cause you go out and it's snowing and, it's colder out there, but you're still warm because of the pool's really warm, and then you come back in and then you're inside. So we did that with him once, and then we went once with just me and Dave, and it was fun. We spent a lot more time outside. Like, we were outside the whole time when it was just me and Dave because I'm getting disturbed because I feel like he's running back and forth at Arrows in the other room. That's what I was thinking. But anyways,
he's probably in his high chair, Mom.
Yeah, I know. When me and Dave were outside the whole time, that time we were in there about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it was like kind of fun. It was my people watching again. There's 2 hot tubs out there, a really big one and then a tinier one. And Dave had wanted to go into the hot tub, but I don't know. It was probably a hot tub that fits 20 people. There were like 40 people in there there was like 10 cases of Truly, a bunch of cases of beer, a couple bottles actually of, which I'm sure that's definitely not allowed, wine. There was all kinds of stuff out there. They must have been having some kind of party. They were probably between their 20s and 30s, and they were having a good time out there. So we didn't make it into the hot tub, but...
Hot tubs aren't good for you anyway.
Oh, I dared Dad. I said, because, anybody can go in there. I said, I dare you to go up there and just go squeeze into the hot tub. And we were by another couple in the pool, and they were laughing with us too, because they were like, holy spring break party right there. And I said, I dare you, just get up and just walk casually and just go sit down in the hot tub. He's like, no, there's not even no room to walk down.
That's funny.
It was really funny. And
we went to the water park when my mom and Dad went to that pool. I tried to talk her into the water park, but you guys you enjoyed your time with just you two. The water park, that was the first time that I remember being there when I was little, but it was... So what's kind of weird about that water park is I asked if there's like a limit on people because there's a huge line to get in, and I was trying to find my passes. And so I was like, okay, do I just pay $12 extra here, or am I trying to get them online? And I said, okay, is there like a limit? Like, should I just, eat the extra cost because you guys are going to, shut it down for people to enter? And they're like, no, there's no limit. So the only frustrating thing was when we went, because Mariah and Brian came too, we really wanted to go down, and it was me, Mariah, Brian, Victor, and Arrow. So it was really cool. It's usually just me, Victor, and Arrow, so we can't go down slides or anything. And so now we had some extra help. So me and Mariah, I was like, Mariah, we're going to go down a big slide. Well, we spent like 30 minutes trying to get a tube to go down the slide, and we could not get any tubes.
So you never went?
We went down one at the very end, but we had to go single. Like, we couldn't even get a double tube. So that was like a little like frustrating because I feel like you pay that money, but you can't even like go down. There was a lot of younger kids between, I'd say, 14 to 18. And I think like they had like every single tube. And there was a lot of...
And it was a Saturday. It's probably like the busiest.
But it was really cool. Victor did the surfing thing.
Simulator.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. It was on a weekday. It'd be so much fun. Errol loved it. Great pools for little ones too.
And that is why... that's why I did not go to with them, is because she actually had Mariah and Brian. So I knew that like when she wanted to go down a slide, they could watch, because that's why I would have went to make sure that she can do her things too. But since they had friends there, I thought, well, it's a good time to go spend some me and Dave time, because we don't do it a lot. So I was like, let's escape and just go. And we were in there longer than you guys were even in the water park, because they were back in the room dressed when we came back. So it was just nice spending a little bit of time with him. For sure.
Yeah. So if you're looking for somewhere fun in Michigan, I do highly recommend Boyne, because there's a lot of things to do. There's also a sky bridge that my dad and Victor went on. I think it's just you take a lift up, and then you are going across this bridge that's
a glass
bridge that's like basically see-through. And they had a lot of fun. There was like a bar up there, they said. And what else is there to do? Lots of restaurants.
We tried 3 of the restaurants, 3 different ones. We ate there 3 times, and we tried 3 different restaurants, and they were all really good.
Yeah.
And Victor talked me into doing a shot ski where they pour the shots in a ski, like the glasses are hooked to the ski, and you have to lift it up and like drink it. And I was so stressed. He said, okay, you be in the middle. And I was so stressed that they were going to like make it fall on my face that I hurried and lifted it up first and drank my shot first. And I did not have no sticky face or nothing on my hands, so I did well. It did drip on my shirt, but I think that was because when the waitress carried it over there, the shots like spilled on the ski itself. Because I was like, how do I have spots on my shirt with nothing came out? But that's why I watched the video after, and I'm like, that's why I have it all over. But yeah, it was such I had a very relaxing weekend. It was good to get home though. I mean, we got up Sunday morning.
It's a long drive.
It was a long drive.
3.5 hours.
And we came back home, and it was nothing like I say every vacation. When you walk in your house, it's just like, I'm going to go sit in my chair. It's like, I still haven't unpacked my suitcases, and I know I can see you still haven't unpacked yours either.
I like, you know what I'm starting to like is like the outdoor. I'm liking the outdoors vacation. It's more like the natural woodsy type more than, let's say, something, I don't even know, we don't really do anything fancy, but you know, like fancier type, or where you have to get dressed up or whatever. I just loved packing comfy clothes, warm clothes. That was really like nice and relaxing for me. And I just let my hair like do its thing, and I don't know, it's probably just easier. So I would love to do like
it wasn't like a makeup get ready kind of vacation. It was like throw your sweatshirt and leggings on and go to eat and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was not like it wasn't a lot of work. Maybe that's why it was so much fun too. It was, you just really needed your bathing suits and this is funny because I packed 2 bathing suits because of the fact of I hate putting on a wet bathing suit. Like if you go swimming and it didn't have time to dry and you have to go back in, you have to put on a wet bathing suit. Like I think it's different for guys because their stuff dries faster and it's just shorts. And so I was going to go get my other bathing suit, and Dave's like, no, just wear that one. It's already wet. I was like, you are kidding me. Like he's so practical. And it's like, all right.
You put it on?
Yes. And I could not wait to get in that pool. I was like, I went so fast down, and I ended up wearing my wet bathing suit. But do you guys hate putting on wet bathing suits if you're a girl too? And you got to like kind of stretch them, because when they're wet, they're
they're hard to get on.
I don't even like getting my clothes on out of the shower if I'm a little bit wet. I like to put on a robe or my pajama shirt back and wait until I'm totally dry before I put, anything on. But that was kind of funny. And one thing, if you ever go there, I noticed, which me and Dave didn't think about it until we were down at the pool in the hot tub, they put the white robes in the closet there so that you can wear them to the hot tub in the pool. And once we got there, I saw everybody had them on. And then I was like, oh, why didn't we take those out of the closet and wear them?
It's smart. Yeah, we didn't use them at all.
Because you're not cold then, you're getting in and out of the hot tubs and the pools. But enough about that.
And that's a good coverage, too. I like to be covered when I go to the pool.
Well, especially because the hot tub, you can walk in from the outside. And I saw everybody just take their robes off and set them down. And I was like, Dave's like, those are in the closet. And I was like, why didn't we use them? But one more thing about the vacation is Arrow. We went up to watch them ski, watch the ski slopes in the morning after we went swimming. And Arrow met some friends. He can make friends anywhere. And these friends were 2 men that were probably in their 30s. So I had crayons and a paper in my purse. So I pulled it out on the table because you can relax there. It's kind of like couch lounges. And so I pulled one up by the window and pulled the round table there. And you can just sit there and have your drinks and your snacks or whatever you want to do. And he says write. He likes to write. So he calls crayons writing. He pointed at one of the guys and said, right. Within 2 minutes, that guy came over, sat at the table, put his big snowsuit he had on and everything. He was pulling it down. He sat there for an hour and a half with Arrow and colored and played and put cups on his head and let him fall down. And he just had a good old time with him. Gave him a bunch of quarters for the arcade. And it was fun.
That's super sweet.
The guy was so nice.
And Victor did mention how everyone was so nice there. He's like, everyone is so kind.
Good-spirited. Yeah.
Yeah. Even when we're skiing, if we fell, someone would stop and be like, are you okay? Or whatever. Or they'd yell from the ski lift, you got this. And people on the ski lift, because you're on there with strangers, they just have a really good conversation with you. And I'm like, dang, this is just a really good group of people here. It's very safe.
And I wonder if different vacations, because there are different vacations where we go, where when people are going to a spot just to vacation, I just notice they're super happy. We've talked about this before, and I have never met nicer people than Florida because they're so laid back. And especially at our resort, I've never seen, everybody's just so happy. There all the time and welcoming and friendly and you make friends. And
I will say the Hawaii resort, I felt like people, that was the nicest ever.
The people?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess I meant the workers, I guess.
Oh yeah. But I was going to say, I don't think I think everybody was more vacationing and staying to themselves. Besides when me and Victor went to the pool bar, I didn't talk to people vacationing.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm talking not about workers itself. I'm talking about people that are vacationing at certain spots.
And you see the same people every year, so you have kind of relationships.
In Florida, yeah. Well, it's oh my gosh, I've seen them before. That's the funniest part about that is Dave already warned me because he's like, can you order me a couple new swim trunks? Because we spend 90% of the time at the pools when we're in Florida. He said, I feel like they all know I'm the one that wears. He has 3 pairs, but he loves 1 pair, and so he wanted some more pairs like that. And he's like, I feel like they know that I'm the one. If I win bingo or when I go to the pools, that I'm the one in those swim trunks. He says, can you get me a couple with a couple matching shirts? So I was right on it. I ordered them a couple pair. So that he can look different this year because he thinks he sees the same people every year and they think he doesn't get no new swim trunks.
That's funny.
And I told him, I'm like, I only take 2 bathing suits. I just trade in and out, whichever one, because we have a washer and dryer there, so you can wash your stuff. So that's nice.
It's hard to find ones that I really like. So if I really like them, then it's only a couple, I think. I feel good in.
Yeah. And, so Arrow had my niece came over with her little girl who's turning 1 right now and yesterday for a little bit. And so tell her about Arrow he's funny with his. Oh yeah.
So he was the first time ever, I think the older one. So 6 months older. He thought that he was giggling whenever the baby would hand me something, or she liked her, she wanted his water, his sippy cup, and so she would take it, and then he would be like, no, I want it. Or then she would sit in his chair And then he'd be like, I want to sit there too. But he wanted to sit with her, I felt like. And anyways, the funniest thing was she has a pacifier, and he never has taken like a pacifier, maybe before he was 3 months old. And he took it out of her mouth, put it in his mouth, and just stared at her and walked away and like smiled.
Like basically she's just starting to walk and he's basically like, you can't come get it from me. Like he thought he was so cool.
Yeah, it was so funny. And then I got him one of his old pacifiers, and he still wanted hers because it was like cooler looking and
it had a ring, like you pull it out with a ring where his, because we keep him a few of his pacifiers. He never wants them, but we kept a few of them in the freezer for when he was teething in case he just wanted to bite them because they're the good ones. What brand? What are they? Yeah, they're like good pacifiers. So we got them just so he can chew on them and stuff like that. But he never, like 2 seconds is all he ever keeps it in. And literally when Nicole gave it to him, it was 2 seconds and it was back to like, he actually kind of threw a little tantrum that he wanted her pacifier, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the other brand that we have. What is that? The cool ones.
The ones that you can chew on.
Oh, shoot. What is it? I follow him on Instagram. I'm just drawing a blank.
I know exactly what the packaging looks like. And I have a bunch of them at my house, too.
Oh.
Every nipple has a different shape. Like it'll be either flat, rounded.
It's coming to me.
Yeah, they're just like
Dang it. It's going to bug the crap out of me.
They have really cool packaging. But anyways, she has a bunch of those that we just use for, not for pacifiers, but for chew toys or whatever when he's teething. And
yeah, but it was cute. It was really cute to see them
interact.
Yeah, I loved it.
I know I want to have some more play dates because he did get a little jealous. So it was nighttime for one thing. It was like almost 6 o'clock. He started getting a little bit cranky, and I think he actually, because he gets so much attention from us all the time, and the parents were just, we were talking to my niece and visiting, and he wasn't getting 100% of the attention. So I think he got a little jealous, and he did get a little whiny, and it was
No, yeah, he did.
You
he
don't
got
have
jealous.
to look up the pacifier type. It's fine.
I know, but it's driving me nuts.
You could tell.
Anyways,
but it was nice, and
yeah. So that was a really good play date, and we got to have more of them. So that's what we'll plan for. And
then I was wondering, do you guys get in on football squares for the Super Bowl? That is like my favorite thing to do, is because pick the squares, and then that's why I like to watch the game. I do like the halftime show just to see what's going on, and I'm so into that game though, but it's only because I'm rooting I'm not rooting for a team, I'm rooting for certain plays so that my numbers, I love it. And it's not like I'm a big gambler. I do buy scratch tickets once in a while. But I love football squares, and I wanted to see what you guys think about those. I'm actually doing a $20 one this time. I've never done them.
Is that illegal?
I don't. Everybody does them. They're all over my Facebook. People
good.
Have pictures and say, "Do you want to buy any squares?"
I was just like, I don't know if you should announce it on here, but at the same time, everyone does it.
Oh, it's all over. But anyways, does everybody else like football squares?
I know since I've been little, I liked it. I loved it. We used to just do the $1 ones, and you'd win $50 a quarter, and I was so happy. That was up at PJ's Bar. And
we used to do it if we had a Super Bowl party. You know how easy it is to sell $1 squares. You just make it, and when everybody gets there, everybody buys $4 worth, and and then the PJ's ones were $2 ones that you guys used to get on when you were little.
I felt like I won those a lot when I was little.
Yeah, I always bought the kids
going collecting my money. I'm like, yes, I got $50.
Yeah, I used to buy the kids the $2 squares, and then us the $5 squares. But
that's awesome.
But it's just fun. I'm excited about the Super Bowl just so I can watch my squares already.
I'm usually there for the snacks for sure.
And somebody told you about that. We were talking about how we like games. So
yeah, so someone messaged me on Instagram a while ago and said when we were talking about how we would love to be like Impractical Jokers. Well, there was a game, and they sent it to me via DM, and so I ordered it and I got it in from Amazon. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm excited to try it. I don't know what it's like, so I'll let you guys know. I don't know if it's something you go out and do, or my mom kind of looked it over and she's like, I think it might be something.
You do it. I only looked at it for 2 seconds because she just got it in the mail yesterday. So I honestly can't tell you, but I don't know if I think it's something you play at home and not something you go out and do, but I'm not sure.
But it's cool. I'm excited.
And I was going to tell you, for the people of you that like quick card games and just like to like hang out with your husband or your kids, or 5 Crowns is a really good one. We played that all the time. Me and Dave play that by ourselves. And we also had it up there and we played with Mariah and Brian this weekend. And it's really fast and it's fun. And
Mariah, I think, ordered it like on the spot.
Immediately. Like Brian put it in the cart and she's like, we didn't put it all the way through. I want it like now. It's like, and it's only, I think it's like $10, but it is a very fun. And I've been playing it for years and years now. And it's fun with just one person, or it's fun with 6 people. So just so you know, like, it is a really good card game. And I think kids as young as 8 or 10 could probably play. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
All the way to adult. But it's mine and Dave's favorite. Let's have a drink and play a game of cards game. So I thought 5 Crowns. It's a purple box, just in case anybody's interested in. And then Monopoly Deal is also a very fun one. That one you have to use your brain more. So it's kind of fun, and like it's more conniving, like you steal cards and that kind of thing. But that's another really, really good fun card game for adults if you're and I think it's like $5 or $6. But both really fun, and pull them out and they're easy to store because they're little. And
yeah, I love card games. I love the quick, fast card games.
And I don't know if you've ever seen this on TikTok. I've never sent it to you, but I actually put some in my save for later cart, but I'd have to really do it. But I saw people who are taking their board games and they're like file bags. They're like, look like big Ziploc bags, but they're file cabinets. And so they're condensing all their games, and they actually just cut the front of the box out, put it in the front of it, and then put all the pieces and zip it up, and they like hang on, like you can either hang them on hangers, and they like organize closets like crazy. And I've seen like messages before where people are like, I could not cut up my board games. I could not do that. But you know how many board game boxes that I have that are smashed? Yeah, but you know, they're like, anyways, they're already in bad shape because they're stacked and we've played them so many times. So like certain games I'm willing to actually...
Well, board games take up a lot of space, don't they?
Yeah, that's why they did their whole closet, and there's different sizes for ones that are just card games. And then there's the bigger ones. You can get small, medium, large. And they like organize their entire closets with these bags and cut out the board games and the directions, put them in there, because your directions get all wrinkly. They're easy to pick up. You just go and grab one of these files out and you play the game. I'll have to send it to you next time I see it.
I am like never on TikTok, but everyone says that I hear on other podcasts I listen to and stuff that they learn so much on TikTok.
Oh, you do? Like
it's kind of crazy. Vic just deleted his TikTok because he saw something about them stealing information. So I'm like, okay, what? I don't know anything on that. But he used to scroll a lot on TikTok. It's probably been over a month now that he deleted his. He saw something and just deleted it. But I need to get on to get some hacks. I feel like there's lots of hacks on TikTok.
There is a lot of hacks and a lot of a lot of funny stuff. Lately, I haven't seen as much funny stuff. I see more hacks and like finds. I don't know if it's what I follow, if I need to. But the reason I don't try to follow too many people on TikTok, and sometimes I have to unfollow, like I'll see something cool, is because like hack things, it'll have like 10 a day, and then I can't find anything else. And that's all I see on the ones that I'm following is the same thing over and over and over again. So I try to,
Yeah.
And I would like some advice on how to fall asleep at night.
I just saw something on Instagram that was like tips to help you fall asleep at night. You have to stay off your phone. You have that phone glued to you and your TV. You need to start reading before bed. That's my advice for you.
Yeah, I actually do want to get a good book and start reading. But yeah, I do lay with my phone and I'll think of something. I literally will get in bed and want to add things to my grocery order. So then you start to do that. And then I'll see a news. I read a lot of, instead of reading newspapers, I read news on my phone. And so I'll find an article. And like I said before, reading one thing makes me look up 20 other things. And research them, or if I'm watching something on TV, yes, I start researching. If it's a true movie or a true whatever, I'll start researching things, and you lose track of time. It'll be 2 hours later, and I was tired when I almost am asleep, and then my phone will get a text, and then it'll wake me up, so I don't want to grab it, but then I'm like...
I put mine on Do Not Disturb, but it still shows up if I need to teach you how to do that. You can have your favorite. So if it's like me or Jesse, you have to get a hold of you. That'll come through.
It usually is you or Jesse, though. Then I'll say, oh, I got to look. Then I'll look, and then I'll answer back, and then I'm wide awake again. So I have the hardest
I have been having a hard time sleeping, like, for the last couple weeks. Ever since I've been trying to eat better, which is kind of weird. I wonder if I just have more energy. Last night I didn't go to bed till... It was like 12:05, and I was reading my book. I'm like, I need to go to bed.
Well, I used to be the one that could go upstairs at 8 o'clock and conk out in 5 minutes. So I'm really, really jealous of that old me that could fall asleep. Now my brain doesn't settle down like it used to. My brain always would... I'd go in there and I would just relax, and Dave does it, and I'm so jealous. I don't know if
that's because he doesn't go on his phone, or because I find myself on my phone too, or the TV.
Well, he puts the TV on because he has the TV on when I go up there, but he falls asleep. I think he puts something on that he's not interested in watching.
I love that. I love when Victor turns on something boring and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what I think because I go up there and I'm like always like, what is he? Most of the time, I'm going to tell you the truth. What is Judge Judy? Because he goes up there. It seems like about 7:30, and I go up, and it's usually Judge Judy.
I get caught up in this. If I get interested in Judge Judy, I can't fall asleep to that because I'm like, okay, what's happening? But I started Traitors. I'm on season 6. It took me a couple episodes to get into it because I had a lot of people message me too that they couldn't get into it, but I'd say like after episode 2 the storyline's better. It's kind of the beginning of every single show, even like The Bachelor. I didn't watch the first episode because I feel like those are like the longest, and the introductions I like the meat of it. So once you're in it, like it's really good, and I really like it. I don't know, I think, but I'm not to where it's consuming me.
No, it wasn't like that.
I can shut it off, and even sometimes mid-episode, there'll be a good spot to cut it off, and then I can go to reading my book. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have to finish it. So I like it. It's taking me a little bit to get through, but yeah, if you can get past, like, once you understand it, it's also new.
And it's interesting, and it's kind of a comical. Like some of the people I liked, the people
Kate,
on it.
I really do like, because she's hilarious. Because she's like, just vote me out.
She's so funny. Yeah,
she is just, and she's not even trying to be funny. I can tell. That's what the best part is. Like, I mean, it's just her, right? So, and I really like the host. I think the host is really good too. And I just think like being a traitor is so stressful.
Oh, it does look like it would be stressful because you literally have to be lying the whole time.
I know.
And are you to the part where they recruited another traitor yet?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Why would they do that? That seems crazy. They're already having a hard enough time. They finally just got out Cody, which is the first traitor that they found. But that's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, the ending was crazy. The last episode was really crazy. Like, I can't wait to talk to her. I like when we watch things at the exact same time so that we can discuss them. So otherwise I have to hold back. And I don't want to say anything to you guys if you want to watch that. But it gets more. She's just got to the part where it's going to start getting really interesting now. Like, everything gets really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so. I mean, if you want a new show, it's on Peacock, though. I don't know if a lot of people have Peacock. We only have Peacock because we trade with a friend for something else. So, what? I'm allowed to say that, I think. But Victor wanted Peacock because The Office is on Peacock now. So,
okay.
Did you buy Peacock?
No, you.
Oh, you watched it here.
Yeah, I watched it when Arrow was napping.
Gotcha.
So that's why I could only watch it during that point. So it took me. He actually naps for a long time. I gotta wake him up sometimes. He naps when he gets past 2.5 hours. I start like poking at him a little bit because he likes his nappies. He does, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
This morning, he thought I asked him for my phone so I could bring it in here to hand it to me, and he just had gotten up and he's like, nappy. I'm like, no, it's not nappy time. Like
I'm really tired this morning. I don't think that we slept very good last night.
I'm tired today too, but it's the middle of the week. But I want to tell you my favorite find, and this is funny because all of you probably own these. And Nicole's had one for years. I did not realize how easy they are and how much I love it. She actually got it me for Christmas at the same time I had bought myself one. But the Magic Bullet, is it just a regular? That's what it's called. It's not a mini. It's just normal, right?
I think, yeah.
And you just literally and I've done it every day since January, and I feel a lot better. But you just take that cup and you literally put whatever you want in it. Turn it, and when you turn it, it turns it on and it grinds everything up. So every morning I put in it, first I put in some almond milk, then I add a couple scoops of plain yogurt in there, throw some berries in there, and then I throw in collagen. That's what it's called, right?
Thorn collagen.
Yeah. So the Thorn collagen, and then I throw in greens. And then sometimes I put a couple ice cubes in there, but most of the time I don't. And then I just grind it up real quick at home and then bring it. Then they have the lids on them. You just take the thing off and the lids fit perfectly on the cups because I don't drink. I'm drinking coffee when I come here. And then I just carry that thing and put it in our fridge. And then when I want it at 10 o'clock or 9:30, 10 o'clock, I love it. And I can already tell a huge, huge difference. I've heard about collagen. I've read about it. I see it all the time too, also on TikTok, Facebook, and I can already tell the hugest difference in my hair, the thickness of my hair. I'm not losing pieces of hair.
And your skin right now looks a lot better.
Well, it's supposed to be for your skin.
You have really good skin.
And my nails are growing like crazy, but yeah, it's supposed to be really good for skin, hair, and nails. And I have noticed, and I gave my sister some collagen because for her hair and stuff, because it is thinning and that, and she says she can't. I gave her a flavored one, so I should have gave her vanilla or something. And she said, "Oh, I can't choke it down." I'm like, "You need to, Tiffany, because it helps so much." I feel, and the greens, I love having the greens every day. I don't know.
Yeah. So, the collagen that I love that we use is the passion berry from Thorn. They do have a flavorless one. Tiffany's talking about, I think...
the other kind I gave her.
Yeah, Ancient Nutrition or something like that. It's probably the orange one. So it's like a vitamin C one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's trying to mix it, I think, with water. She doesn't do the shake thing. I don't even know if she eats yogurt, or maybe she does. I'll have to tell her, but I have never seen anything easier. And the easiest thing to wash, I am so mad at myself that I have not owned one of these magic. I used to come over here and I'd be I'd say, "Nicole, will you make me," this is before I started the last year, "will you make me one of those healthy shakes?" And I feel so bad. It's so much work because it's so good. And now I see how simple it is. And I always used to feel guilty when I'd ask her to whip me up.
The only thing that's hard about when I make, because I'd make me, you, and Arrow one, is that you're allergic to bananas. And so Arrow's main ingredient is usually bananas. There's always bananas in my bump and blends. So I have to it stressed me out because I'm like, "Hey, get a brand new this," So I kind of
so you probably
I like that you make your own now because I don't got to worry about accidentally putting banana in yours or anything.
Yeah. And I just cannot believe how easy it is and what I thought, just because you get this. And now Dave I feel bad because Dave really likes the shakes. I only make them for him on the weekends. And he really likes them. And one day, I think it was Monday, he said to me, "Oh, if you want to make me a shake," but I know they're a lot of work. I didn't tell him that. No, they're just easy to make. I'm like, "No, I'll make you one." And then I put it in the fridge or whatever. I said, I can leave you one. He's like, "I got to get my blood work done. I got to make sure it's good." I'm like, "Well, you just need to, if you can't just use it just because you have to get your blood work done. You have to drink them a few times a week or whatever." And
yeah, and then by greens, my mom means either a scoop of Thorn greens or a scoop of athletic greens.
Yeah.
So that's what she means, not
And the one thing I noticed from this is one thing that I really, really, really noticed is having that every day. I go to the bathroom at the same time every day, which is so nice. I don't have, it makes you regular.
What time is that, Mother?
Right when I get up.
Oh, okay.
But it's just and not no more ever during the day, it's just so nice because it's just like, it got me really regulated, and I really like that.
Gut health, right?
Yes. It is for gut health too.
Yeah.
But it, really regular, and I really, really like that. That's
I think
a weird
you
thing
have
to
more
share,
energy, and I have more energy too. Like I drank 0 caffeine, so I used to I'm still tired at times, obviously, but I feel like my day, I can get more done in the afternoon than I used to be able to. Like I don't fall as hard. I don't know.
That's probably why I'm laying more awake at night. But
you said if Arrow doesn't run you tired, you're usually wide awake.
Well, he always runs me tired. He's fast. I'm scared. I already told her I'm so scared for summer because we took him to Barnes and Nobles on Monday, and that place was huge. The Barnes and Nobles we went to, and he thought that was the coolest, but he just wanted to run from the front to the back, and they have a ramp that you go up to pay, and he run up the ramp, down the ramp, and I was like, whoa. I had to keep catching him, and he thought it was so funny. So he thinks it's funny that he runs fast, faster than me now.
He doesn't. I told my mom he used to turn around and see where we're at. Now he's smart enough to know that slows him down, so he just chuckles and just runs forward, which is a little scary because you got to just teach him. We got to teach him best we can.
Because especially outside where I live by I live in town, so the road's really close and that kind of stuff, and we have to get him to stop because he's funny, isn't he? He runs.
He's really funny.
He's very bossy,
so fun to hang out with all day. It's the funnest thing ever. Oh, Mother, what do we got going on today?
Just so you know, just in the little time we were talking, it is snowing very, very good right now, very heavily. So it looks like
really
if it
pretty.
keeps staying like this, we are going to accumulate quite a bit of snow, and probably we'll be able to actually do some outdoor activities with Arrow.
Yeah, actually, we could maybe build a snowman, right?
Right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'll be his first snowman. Hopefully that.
Well, Victor's got the day off tomorrow, so it'll be a perfect family day for you guys to build a snowman.
Yeah, you're right. That will be. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. And anything else, Mother?
Nope, I think I'm good for today.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I talked extra fast because of my coffee today.
No, you're good. You did good. Okay, thanks, guys. See you later.